Hello friends, this is Ramandeep Singh and welcome back to Bankexamtoday.com. Today we will do a very important chapter in the reasoning section, that is syllogism. So I will explain the basic funda behind this chapter using a simple example. So let's do the simple example first. All boys are pens. All pens are toys. So you have to find whether all boys are toys. So we will solve this question using the circle method. We will draw the circle for each of the statement and then find the conclusion. First of all, this is the circle. All the boys are pens. And all the pens are toys. So understand this. All the boys, all the boys are pens. All the boys are the part of the bigger circle, that is pens, and all the pens are part of the bigger circle, toys. So we can combine this. So boys is here, the part is a smaller circle inside the pens. So it's like this. The boys is here. So all boys, this smaller circle, that boys is a part of the bigger circle, toys. So yes, it's true. All boys are toys. So let's do some difficult question that will be asked in the real exams. Okay, let's do a very simple question. All boys are pens. So there are three statements and three conclusions, and we have to find that whether these three statements can help us find these three conclusions. So let's start with the first statement, that is all boys are pens. So let's draw a circle for this. All 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 the boys all the boys are part of the bigger circle, that is pens. Okay, now let's go to the second statement that is done. Some toys are pens. Some toys, so it is like this. Some of the toys some toys so some toys, a part of toys is a pens. So it's done. And all pots are toys. All the pots are toys. So there is a possibility that a, the circle pot is here, or it can be here, or it can be something like this here. So these are our possibilities. So we can join these two diagrams. So boys can be here, or the circle boys can be here, or it can be like this here. Some part is covered there. So this is the final diagram. So we integrated all three statements here. So let's move on to the conclusions. All pens are pots. All the pens are pots. So look at this circle. If this is the position, if the pot is not here, pot is not here, if it is here, then all the pens are not pots. So it is not possible at all. Some boys are toys. So if the situation is like this, if the circle boys is situated here, then what? Then there is no relation between the toys and the boys. So it's not, this conclusion is not followed. Some pots are boys. Some pots are boys. There is a possibility, but this can't be concluded. If the situation is something like this, if the circle pot is here, if the circle pot is here, and the circle boy is here, then this conclusion is not followed. So none of the conclusions are followed. Let's do another question. Some goats are cats, some pens are boxes, and some cats are animals. Then there are four conclusions. So let's draw the diagram for these three statements. So first of all, some some of the goats. So let's draw a circle for goats, and this one for cats. Some of the goats are cats. That means a part of goats and a part of cat. A part of goats are cats and a part of cats are goats. And some pens are boxes. Then some pens are boxes. Some cats are animals. So there is a possibility that some cats are animals. Now we will draw all the possibilities for the animals. So some cats are animals. So it can be something like this for animals, or it can be like this for animals, or it can be like this again animals. So there are these three possibilities. Now let's move on to the conclusions. Some goats are pens, so there is no relation between the goats and pens. So this is false. This one is false. Got it. Some goats are animals. Some of the goats, if we look at this one, these two circles, these are goat circle and this animal circle, then we will find that this conclusion is following. But give a look to this circle. If this is the situation, so here are animals and here are goats, then the second conclusion doesn't follow. Some pens are animals. Some pens are animals. There is no relation between the pens boxes with this graph, so cut it out. Some animals are either goats or pens. Some of the animals are either goats or pens. So here are the diagrams for the animals, the part. So animals can be this circle or this circle or this circle. So we can't conclude the fourth conclusion as well. So none of the conclusion follows. Okay, let's do one more question. There are three statements and four conclusions. So first of all, some apples are bees, no bee is a papaya, and all papayas are boys. So let's draw the diagram for each of the statement. So some apples are bees. These are for apples. Some of the apples are bees. Then no bee is a papaya. So no bee is a papaya. Here goes the papaya. Papaya can be here or the papaya can be here. The papaya circle can be anywhere except this circle, this bee circle. And the third one is all papayas are boys. all papayas are boys. So all papayas are part of the bigger circle boys. So it can be like this. This is for boys. So now move on to the conclusions. Some apples are boys. Some apples are boys. So if we look at this one is right. But there is a second possibility. So here is no relation between apples and boys. So this conclusion is can't be found. This is wrong. This is false. Some boys are papayas. Yeah, this one is right in both of the situations. This part, the papaya part, this one is also boys. So this one is true. This one is true. Some boys are apples. Some of the boys are apples. So if you look at this situation, here is apples and here are boys. So there is no relation between boys and apples. So this one is also false. Some bees are apples. So give a look to this part. So a part of bees are apples. So this one is right. Thanks for watching this video. You can buy the Quantitative Aptitude Made Easy book for more practice questions from Bankexamtoday.com. Call me or drop me a mail.